I once read that the only thing it takes to get a good divorce, Judge, is to have a bad marriage. Do you agree with that philosophy?
Well, I don't entirely agree with that. Sometimes there's bad marriages and people don't get divorced. They have maybe the maturity to think of the children, and whereas other cases, there's probably a lot of people that haven't had near the reasons for divorce that do get divorced. A lot of times they're different. It depends on the emotional maturity of the individuals, and that's one thing that's been very lacking in the human race.
The emotional maturity.
Emotional maturity, that's right. Sometimes divorce is probably the only answer. The number of divorces, of course, to me is a little appalling. In 1968, there were 387 divorces filed just in this court, the Delaware Superior Court. And in 1968, there were, I think, I'll have to look at my notes, 164 divorces granted, and 72 of the divorce cases were dismissed. One thing that always amazes me is that in some of these divorces, here these people are up here asking that the highest estate that God has bestowed upon man be dissolved, and all they can argue about is who gets the washer and who gets the dryer.
Now, do you feel like that, as you said in your previous statement, that the only answer in some cases is divorce, just to separate these people so that they may go their way and do a better job with their life?
That's right. Many times, if these people are reconciled and go back together, maybe another child is born, they still haven't solved their difficulties, and they get a divorce, and they've just got an additional problem by the additional child.
Do you think, Judge, that there needs to be greater preparation in advance of marriage to prevent the divorce?
Yes, I think so. I think too many marriages are done on the spur of the moment, and a lot of them are, some of them are too young. I mean, they just haven't. Of course, I don't think emotional maturity is peculiar to any one age, but then it's the young person naturally hasn't had the chance to live and see life and to gain maturity. You can gain maturity, but there are a lot of older people that never become mature.